Yes. So the happiness comes from attitude of gratitude. You can start your day with any kind of a positive affirmation, and that will help to keep you positive the whole day. If you keep repeating that thought in your mind the whole day, that will also go into your memory. Yes. And when it goes into your memory, then it can come up and remind you on and off to be using that mantra. And also to remind you at the time of your crisis, it might come up to remind you how to deal with that crisis in a positive manner. So that is what the affirmations do. If we do use the affirmations, they are just like a constant reminder, you know.
Why is Om?
Om is a sound vibrating in the universal sound. And that does have a highest vibrational frequency, so you can use that as a mantra also. So if you want to use a mantra in your mind and close your eyes and just concentrate on your third eye and or on your breath and just chant Om in your mind, not loudly, in your mind, then that is also a way of doing meditation, because now you're focusing on the sound of Om in your mind. Yeah, and that mantra, as Henry said, it is very strong and has a very high vibration. Yes, so you can do that also. So that's also one of the good way of doing meditation. You can also, another way of doing meditation is just watch your thoughts. You know, as the thoughts come up, close your eyes and just start watching your thoughts and also concentrating on your breath. So, but if you're watching your thoughts, you just close your eyes and watch what the drama is going on. Understanding that you are the one who's watching the drama. You're not the part of the drama. So you don't get engrossed in the drama. Don't start getting, oh, this is not how it should have been, or judging it or commenting on it. You just watch it as a spectator, because ultimately you are the spirit and who's using these 5 bodies to create whatever you want to create the experiences in this in this life. So you are separate from those 5 bodies, right? So you are the one who is the spectator. So you are ultimately, when you become a spectator of all these 5 bodies, that is the total freedom. And when we get the total freedom, that is moksha. That is moksha, that is mukti. The other day that you were asking me in the class, I think Phyllis was. So the mukti or moksha is freedom, total, complete freedom. And that will only happen when you create a distance between you and the 5 bodies. And that distance is created with being a watcher, being a spectator of what all is going on, not reacting to every situation, not reacting in every emotion, but responding. Responding means analyzing the situation and then giving a right positive response to every situation. When that happens, then you are truly liberated, because now you are not being controlled by your mind or any of your other 5 bodies. Okay? Now you are the master of your mind. And that happens automatically when you become a spectator. So that is a very strong way of doing the meditation, though it becomes difficult, because usually what happens is when the thoughts are running, we become engaged with those thoughts. You know, so we start thinking, oh no, this is not how it should be done. This is not how I should have responded. So we start getting engaged and judgmental about it. And that is when, instead of being a spectator, we start creating another karma. Okay, so we start creating new thoughts, new patterns, new memories. And the idea is to avoid it. Idea is to erase whatever is there already. And that will happen if you are just a spectator. Because then they will come up and they will go away. And when they move away, they are getting wiped out of a layer of that information is getting wiped out from your subconscious mind. So the cleansing is automatically happening. Okay? But if you are getting engaged, then you are restoring the layer. You are recreating a new layer of information that you are engaging in. So the idea is just to watch it and let the thoughts move away. And that way the cleansing will happen. And it's a very strong way. And also very soon then you will don't have to close your eyes to become a spectator. You will be in every situation while doing other chores, you will watch your mind. So you will become more mindful of what is happening in your mind, what is happening in your emotions, what is happening in all your 5 bodies, even in your physical body. So you'll start observing it and trying to find solutions to the problems. Okay, so observing everything is the main. What does the energy around us do, or what you could say, what does the universe do, or what does the God do? He just observes us. He just watches everything. He doesn't get engaged. He doesn't tell you or punishes you. He doesn't tell you good or bad. It's just an energy there and just an observer of everything. That is why when you do an action, a reaction comes in through the universe. The universe is, you could say, is God or the universe itself. But what it's doing is just giving you back what the action you are doing. The reaction is coming on the basis of that. But it is just a spectator. It's not punishing you. Your own action brought up that reaction. He is not the one punishing anybody. Understand? So the God is also just a spectator. And you are that God. You are the God yourself. So if you become spectator of your own 5 bodies, then you will be free while living in these 5 bodies, using these 5 bodies to create experiences. You will become free from whatever is happening in there. So you won't have all of a sudden depressions or even very, very high ecstasy or happiness. You will always be in a neutral, balanced way. Neither very happy nor very sad. Everything will be neutral. And when you become that state, then everything is just a drama happening around you, and you understand that you are on a journey to create experiences, to fulfill your desires, and to finish off your karmic obligations. And as a result, all the drama that's happening is for fun, to watch, and to learn and to grow. Yes?
Sometimes it's painful when you lose a loved one, not to feel, you want them out of the misery, but at the same time, it hurts.
Yes, it hurts because it hurts the fact that the person has left an emptiness in that relationship. It hurts the void. Your own emotional need or whatever kind of a need it was fulfilling for you, that has been taken away. That is why it hurts. It doesn't hurt when some neighbor dies and you don't know them, right? It only hurts when somebody you know is fulfilling some kind of a need, emotional, mental, or psychological, whatever need that person is fulfilling. When that is taken away, it hurts. But when you start becoming a spectator, you also then understand that person is also a soul on its own journey, and it has to move on. And when you start thinking in that manner, then the hurt becomes very less. Of course, you miss the person, but it will not hurt that way, because now you will give them blessings to go and continue their journey, and you will also continue your journey. And if you really like the person or love the person, you can always hope that we meet in the next life sometimes. And you can plan it that way, But as I said, but despairing and becoming depressed because a person left, then who's doing that to you? Yourself. You're doing that. Because that person is not going to come back, and it has to continue on its own path, own journey. It was here in your life for a short period of time to give you the learning lessons and the comfort and the friendship, or in whatever relationship it was. But it has to move on. Similarly, you also have to move on one day. And so if you understand that concept, then it won't hurt that much. You will let it go easily, rather than getting depressed and sad. As I said, of course, you will always miss them, but you won't get depressed. Right? So that is important. This kind of an attitude comes only when we understand that we are the spiritual beings. We are not the body and the mind. And that is called abidance. Yeah, remember, On Monday we were talking about abiding into the spirituality and understanding it. Understanding is happening because I'm giving you the knowledge. You are trying to understand the knowledge. But abidance comes when we start living that knowledge. And living the knowledge will only happen because when the situations happen, how you act and react. That is how you can judge how much are you abiding into that knowledge, how much are you living that knowledge. Are you still getting very depressed, very sad, emotional, or are you just taking it as a part of understanding that every soul has to move on and they have to create their own experiences, their own journey, and so will we one day. And then you give them blessings rather than, why did you leave me? Or expecting them to be back, which is not possible anyway. Understand? So when we understand the concept very clearly, all the things that I'm teaching you, when you start understanding it clearly and living it, that is when you will start becoming free. Free from your emotional body havocs that you create because of different situations. Free from your mental problems, like depressions or too much of happiness, and then all of a sudden when you go very high, you fall also very fast down and it hurts. So it's better not to go very high or very low. Just be in the middle, so even if you fall, it won't hurt.
Be still.
Be still. Still meaning be neutral, balanced. So that will automatically happen. It's just that you have to learn. You only have to convince yourself that you are not the body and the mind. You are a spiritual being. Because right now, the way you have been taught in all the past lives and even in this life so far, you have believed yourself to be a body and the mind. You have not believed yourself to be a spiritual being. Now all of a sudden I'm giving you this new information, and now that you are learning that you are a spiritual being, so abidance in that will take some practice, because the body and the mind have had the practice of being that for so many past lives. You have been living in that way so many past lives. But now this is a new information that you are not the body and the mind. You rule the body and the mind. You give energy to those body and the mind. That is why the body and the mind can survive. Otherwise they don't have their own energy. You are the energy giving this phone would not have any energy. The battery in it is giving the energy.
Right.
Otherwise it's just a equipment. So similarly, body and the mind, but they have stored memories. So they always act out of those memories. Body and mind both work out of the memories, but you have to start erasing those memories slowly, and that is the called cleansing process. When I say cleansing is happening, that means we are wiping out the memories. And when we wipe out the memories of habits, belief systems that we are carrying, or different kinds of fears, phobias, that is when we start becoming free. Then we can live fully without any fears, phobias, belief systems binding us, because all that is just an information that is restricting you from expanding into infinite. Okay? So that because any kind of belief systems or information that you're holding in your mind is restrictive. It binds you to the mind, binds you to the body. The moment you start becoming free, you won't even need the mind and the body to work, because you will be able to create whatever you want, because your vibrations will be high and you will be able to create what you want without you having to deal with the mind problems or without. So basically you could say that you will live peacefully and create whatever you want in this world. And that is the aim, right? That is the aim of every soul that comes in. Once you learn that, then it's up to you. Next life, you don't want to take it, don't want to experience it, you don't have to come back. But till then, you have to. Because you are bound by the mind and the body memory, and they will force you to come back. Because your desires will be there, and in order to fulfill those desires, you will come back. Understand? So it's important that we finish off or limit our desires as much as we can, and that way we are going to free ourselves. Because desires do lead us to what? Happiness and joy. That's what they create, happiness and joy. Because if they are not fulfilled, you are depressed, and if they are fulfilled, you are joyful. And then joy brings greed, and failure brings anger, depression, all the negative things. It's pretty simple. If you, and this is all common sense, right? I'm not saying something from, oh, this religion says that and that religion says that. It's nothing like from any place. This is using your own common sense to create what you want to create. Yes. So the whole aim of meditation is to raise your vibrational frequency. That's all. And if you raise your vibrations, then all the negativity is at lower vibrations. That's what he's saying. So, so if negativity is here and you are here, it cannot touch you. Okay? And if you are here and it's here, it goes in and out, in and out. And that is why we become emotional havoc. Okay? Also, the God that you think of or believe in, or the universal energy is also high vibrations. And if you are here, you can't merge into it. Okay? So you have to be at par, high vibration, then you can become one with the God's energy. God's energy, yes. Okay? So the aim is to raise your vibrations, and that happens automatically when we are doing meditation, when we're living with the mindfulness process, doing pranayama. Pranayama is another way. Pranayama is just breathing exercises. When we breathe in deeply and hold the breath, we are cleansing it and we are taking the energy high. Right? You eat more food, it gives you more energy. Similarly, when you breathe in deeply, it gives you more energy. It raises your vibration, and as a result, eventually you start feeling high, your vibrations become higher, and then the lower feelings and emotions stay at the lower level. And you will not get depressed or unhappy that quickly. Okay? But negativity brings your vibrations down. All your positive thoughts will bring your emotions or energy up. High energy means complete health. Complete health. Because how do we create sickness? When we have negative thoughts. And negative thoughts bring our energy down. And as a result, our organs, they don't get energy, and they have to overwork to, digest your food, and all your emotions, they create low vibrations in organs, and as a result, the organs get sick.
That also
Got it?
And even feel tiredness.
Yes. You feel tiredness, you feel low energy, and even with the mind, you feel depressed. So that is all because of low energy. Yes.
Magic, voodoo,
Yeah. Everything, black magic, voodoo, everything at a low energy.
No.
Yes.
You can test it.
They are all low energy
Low
things,
energy, all low energy.
and if you are vibrating at low energy, they can easily affect you. They can easily enter you. But if you are at a high energy, no matter how much voodoo they do, it will go back to the person who is doing it.
Really, they will go back to that?
Yeah, that's right.
It goes back to them.
Yeah,
Yes.
when you want high
If you are at a high energy and somebody is doing black magic to you, it goes back to them. Because that is energy that is
Witchcraft,
created.
whatever.
Yes, witchcraft. If they are trying to harm you and they are creating energy with mantras, then that energy has to go to somebody. If they cannot enter you, it will go back to one who created it.
Yes, right.
Okay? So keep your energy high, that when nothing will be able to touch you. They'll have to suffer. What they wanted to make you suffer, they will have to suffer now.
Right.
So what goes around?
Nothing wrong.
Don't do that to somebody else either.
Yes. Of course not. You want to create positivity, don't want to create negativity for anybody.
You know that you are. You cannot deny your existence. For you must be there in order to deny it. This pure existence is understood by stilling your mind.
Okay.
Still in your mind.
But still in your mind.
Your
Yes,
mind.
yes,
Your mind created.
yes. So how do you prove that you are always existent?
You are there.
Yeah, huh? By being, and also he's saying if you deny that you're not there, you have to be there to deny it, right? So you have to be there to deny it. That means you're always there. So, but how do you experience it? Being still. How do you get still?
By meditation.
Through meditation, yes. Yes, through meditation. What happens? Your mind becomes quiet, right? Your thoughts that are running around, they stop in your mind, and that is when you feel emptiness, right? And that emptiness is you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you are that stillness, the emptiness, where there's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothingness, absolutely
Nothingness.
nothing. No thoughts, no nothing. Not even the thought that I exist. That thought is also gone because you are just experiencing nothingness, stillness, complete stillness. Stillness also means going beyond the bodies, 5 bodies. So when we go still in the meditation, it's called samadhi. What is it called?
Kumari?
Samadhi.
Samadhi.
Samadhi means going within on yourself. Within yourself. Within on your own nature is nothing. Your nothingness or stillness, complete, no kind of any kind of vibrations, even no vibrations. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So when we say that, oh, I went to sleep, what happened? Did you really go to sleep? No. You went beyond the 5 bodies. And where you experienced nothing. Nothing. But that doesn't mean when you go into samadhi and when you're not experiencing anything, or you are saying that, oh, I went to sleep, it doesn't mean that you're dead. Right? You're still breathing, you're still alive. Only you cannot experience anything that's going on around you in the world or even inside your 5 bodies. You don't know what's going on in your mind or in your emotions, nothing. You think you are asleep, but you went beyond the 5 bodies, you went into your own self. Samadhi means to go and be in your own nature, one with your own nature. And your nature is constant existence, stillness, knowledge, awareness, peace. Now when you get up, you do know that you're not dead, right? You do know that you went to sleep or whatever you think you were, wherever you think. You do know that. So that is the awareness. Okay, so the awareness is always there that you went to sleep and then you woke up. So that is the awareness. So you're always aware, you're always existence, and knowledge is there. And you are also, when you wake up, don't you feel peace and bliss? Peace within yourself, very peaceful, very nice, very blissful also. No, there's no dreams. No dreams either. No dreams, nothing. You go beyond the dreams are happening in the mind.
Complete silence.
Okay, so when you go above the mind and beyond into your own nature, there are no dreams either. Nothing. So it's complete stillness, complete nothingness.
Silence.
So yes, silence, complete silence. Say when we feel that we are not experiencing anything, I went to sleep, you actually went to deep meditation. Okay? So that is why when you tell me, oh, I went to sleep, I say, oh, that's good. That means you went into deep meditation. And in the deep meditation, understand none of the bodies are working, so they are all getting rest.
Yeah.
And when they get rest, they get energized, and cleansing also happens because now the thoughts are not coming up either. Okay? So that is the process of meditation. That is the process of knowing yourself actually, connecting to your own nature. And when you connect to your own nature, the more you connect, the more it becomes even while awake, then you will live in that nature. That means you will not get so depressed or happy or sad. So you will start living in a balanced manner, in the neutral manner that we were talking about. Okay? So that is the goal, actual goal, and that is what the moksha is. Moksha is living in a balanced manner. That is moksha. Freedom from all the kinds, negativity and positivity. Always balanced, always peaceful within yourself, and your nature is peace. Always loving, always helpful, always giving. That is the nature of us. And when we work with our mind, then the ego sets in, and that ego wants to take, it doesn't want to give. But if we live with our own nature, God only gives you, right? Does it take anything from you? No. So it just knows how to give. The more you give, naturally what goes around will come around. The more you give, the more comes back to you from the universe in some way or the other. So you don't really have to even ask. It is automatically going to come back because you are giving and you are putting it in as a part of your karma. Understand? So that's an easy way of living, isn't it? Rather than trying to run after things, material things or other people, and then getting disappointed because they will never come up to par of what we are desiring. Do they? Ever? Nobody can. So, because even if they fulfill part of your desires, then there will be some other desires which will not get fulfilled, and then there will be conflict. So it's always better not to expect anything and live with common sense and try to live with giving, with the part of giving, more helpful, being always happy, loving nature, rather than being sarcastic and being judgmental. Is better to give. And don't expect anything. People are not going to judge you. Even if you live with that manner, it'll give you peace. People may not like it because they would like to live the way you are living, but they can't because they are being controlled by their mind. But you are now ruling your own mind. So you're becoming the master of your mind. So that is the difference. They cannot become the master. They don't know how to. And that is why they become upset about it. They want to be living the way, because when you see people living in peace with themselves and not getting up and down with their emotions, what happens? People say, oh, why can't I be like them? Why can't I behave like that? Yes, they can if they want to, if they try, yes. But if they don't know how to and they don't want to try, then so the God only gives. So if you want to be living like, or you could say you are the God yourself, so if you want to be seated in your own nature, then giving is the way. So instead of giving, I would say love unconditionally. Love is nothing but unconditional. So love unconditionally, just love unconditionally means give, help unconditionally without any expectations, and you will see then universe will become your helper. It will give you whatever you desire, fulfill your desires without having to struggle for it, and it will also give you enough so that you are a means, you become a means to help others. Okay, so you become a medium through which the universe helps others. You become a medium through which the universe can work and help others. Okay? But for that you have to cleanse your own self. First you have to work on yourself and become a master of your own 5 bodies. When you do become a master, then universe becomes your slave. In other words, universe then gives you whatever you need for your own self and for the helping others. Because your own desires are then really non-existence, because you get whatever you want anyway from the universe. You will get good health, even wealth, whatever you desire will come your way. And then what will you do with your time? You don't have much desire to go and, greed is not the part of your nature anymore. So when there's no greed, are you going to struggle for more and more and more? No. Whatever you have, you will say, I need this much and let me share the rest with the others. And when you get that attitude, you are given much more by the universe so that you can have more to share with more people. Understand? So that is also one way of becoming very rich.